riba, interest, usury, haram. Any questions? Oh, you do have questions? Well, I hadn't prepared. Inshallah, I'll think of something. Many remain silent for fear of being labeled politically incorrect. That's where I come in. And oh, by the way, I'm just saying. Riba can be defined as an unjust, unearned increase in wealth or commodities. And as Muslims, we are forbidden to receive or to give riba. It has been stated that riba is of two categories. Riba and nasiya, for example, APR, where the amount due continues to increase throughout the length of the loan. Riba al-fadl, similar to loan sharking, where you borrow a certain amount with an understanding that you will return a larger amount within a certain time frame.
And after a couple of weeks of non-payment, how's about I'll break your legs for you?
I'm just saying. Riba and nasiya and riba al-fadl are just two categorical roots that sprout many branches. The branches of riba are many. The least of them is like having sex with your own mother. One sheikh read this and replied, "That's too much." Sad today that many Muslims put more effort into refuting the punishments for prohibited acts rather than avoiding said act. I'm just saying. Based on an overwhelming amount of ahadith, we can understand that riba is a major sin. But in my humble estimation, it is the Quran that makes the most damning charge against those that deal in interest. We read in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 278, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing the believers specifically. Taqullaha wa dharu ma baqiya min al-riba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala relates the avoidance of riba to taqwa itself, meaning that only those that truly fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will abandon interest. In kuntum mu'minin. Ayat 278 concludes with the reminder that the aforementioned prohibition would only be adhered to by those who sincerely believe. I'm just saying. Now, Ayat 279 discloses the penalty for disobedience. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Riba is a major corruption of financial transactions, as it is above and beyond what is rightly due. وَإِن تُبْتُمْ فَلَكُمْ رُؤُوسُ أَمْوَالِكُمْ. Riba on any level of any kind is an injustice to the one that must pay it, in that they are paying more than what is rightly due. And it is also an injustice to the one that receives it, in that they may face Allah's punishment in this life or the next. لَا تَظْلِمُونَ وَلَا تُظْلَمُونَ. We must understand that these loans are given by those that have to those that have not, mainly for two reasons: to help the less fortunate, to continually widen the gap between the rich and poor by burying the poor deeper and deeper in debt. Number two would apply to interest-bearing loans and transactions. I'm just saying. Now that we are clear on what riba is and its status in Islam, allow me to clear up a couple of misconceptions. Some shuyukh are recommending that any Muslim that earns interest give that portion in sadaqah. After all, to abandon it or throw it away would be a waste. Wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 267, O ye who believe, spend of the good things which you have legally earned, and of that which we have produced from the earth for you, and do not aim at that which is bad to spend from it, though you would not accept it save if you closed your eyes and tolerate therein. And know that Allah is rich, free of all needs, and worthy of all praise. What is clearly a waste how these shuyukh spend years studying in Islamic universities only to end up using their aql to override the naql. I'm just saying. A certain Afrocentric sect here in America believes that only 100% interest is forbidden, but that any amount less is permissible. Wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Ali Imran, ayat 130, O ye who believe, eat not riba doubled and multiplied, but fear Allah that you may be successful. This ayat does not state that only double the capital sum is forbidden. However, this ayat is condemning any increase above what is rightly due. I'm just saying. Some are saying that finance charges are necessary because it is not known how much harm is suffered by the lender. Wrong. Finance charge is just another fancy word for riba. And if loaning money causes the lender so much harm, then stop lending money, you leech. I'm just saying. Riba is a means in which the gap between the rich and the poor ever widens. Riba is also a means in which the poor become indentured servants to the rich, in order that the poor may obtain some trinkets in this life. But the least of what Allah Ta'ala has prepared in the next life for those that believe and avoid the haram far exceeds what this life has to offer. This has been SaadImam for dawahworks. Assalamu alaikum.